Welcome to Terraform Quiz. Question 1. What is the primary function of the Terraform init command? A. Deploy resources. B. Initialize a working directory. C. Destroy resources. D. Validate the configuration. Answer. B. Initialize a working directory. Question 2. Which backend is used by default if not specified in a Terraform configuration? A. AWS S3. B. Local. C. Console. D. Azure Blob. Answer. B. Local. Question 3. How can you safely remove a resource from your Terraform state without deleting it from your infrastructure? A. Terraform destroy. B. Terraform plan destroy. C. Terraform state D. Terraform refresh. Answer. C. Terraform state Question 4. What file should you add to Gitignore to avoid committing sensitive data? A. Terraform.tf. B. Terraform. TFVARS. C. Backend.tf. D. Variables.tf. Answer. B. Terraform. TFVARS. Question 5. What does the Terraform plan command do? A. Executes the configuration files. B. Generates an execution plan without applying changes. C. Validates the configuration. D. Deletes resources. Answer. B. Generates an execution plan without applying changes. Question 6. What is a provider in Terraform? A resource declaration. B. A plugin that interacts with APIs. C. The Terraform CLI. D. A cloud service. Answer. B. A plugin that interacts with APIs. Question 7. Which command allows you to see the current state of your resources? A. Terraform refresh. B. Terraform plan. C. Terraform show. D. Terraform validate. Answer. C. Terraform show. Question 8. What is the purpose of a data block in Terraform? A. Create a new resource. B. Import existing infrastructure. C. Retrieve external information. D. Set variable defaults. Answer. C. Retrieve external information. Question 9. How do you reference the ID of a resource named Oz_instance? Example. A. Oz_instance. Example. 0. B. Oz_instance.example.id. C. Example.id. D. Resource.oz_instance.example.id. Answer. B. Oz_instance.example.id. Question 10. Which of the following commands will apply the last execution plan? A. Terraform plan. B. Terraform init. C. Terraform apply. D. Terraform output. Answer. C. Terraform apply. Question 11. Which of these keywords is used for defining dependencies between resources? A. Depends _on. B. Require. C. Wait _for. D. Connect _to. Answer. A. Depends _on. Question 12. How does Terraform handle state locking? A. With an external database. B. automatically via backend. C. Manually by users. D. Through the configuration file. Answer. B. Automatically via backend. Question 13. What happens when you run Terraform refresh? A. Updates the Terraform state to match infrastructure. B. Deletes resources. C. Validates configuration. D. Creates a new execution plan. Answer. A. Updates the Terraform state to match infrastructure. Question 14. Which file contains the detailed logs of Terraform operations? A. Terraform.log. B. Terraform. TF state. C. Crash.log. D. Terraform_history. Answer. C. Crash.log. Question 15. What is the purpose of the Terraform output command? A. Displays resource dependencies. B. Displays values of output variables. C. Prints state file contents. D. Validates configuration. Answer. B. Displays values of output variables. Question 16. How can you dynamically generate multiple instances of a resource? A. Using the for_each argument. B. By using a count argument. C. With the replica block. D. With the dynamic block. Answer. B. By using a count argument. Question 17. How can sensitive variables be marked in Terraform? A. Sensitive equals true B. Secure equals true C. Encrypt equals true D. Private equals true. Answer. A. Sensitive equals true. Question 18. What does the Terraform validate command do? A. Executes the plan. B. Checks syntax and configuration errors. C. Locks the state. D. Updates infrastructure. Answer. B. Checks syntax and configuration errors. Question 19. Which file stores the Terraform state locally by default? A. Terraform state. B. Terraform TF state. C. Terraform con. D. State.tf. Answer. B. Terraform TF state. Question 20. How can you reuse the same configuration for multiple environments? A. By creating separate directories. B. Using workspaces. C. By copying the configuration files. D. By defining multiple providers. Answer. B. Using workspaces. Question 21. How do you ignore changes made outside Terraform to a specific resource attribute? A. Ignore _ changes. B. Force _update. C. Prevent _ changes. D. Protect _ attribute. Answer. A. Ignore _ changes. Question 22. Which command should be used to upgrade providers to their latest version? A. Terraform upgrade. B. Terraform init upgrade. C. Terraform refresh. D. Terraform apply update. Answer. B. Terraform init upgrade. Question 23. Which keyword is used to prevent resources from being deleted by accident? A. Immutable. B. Prevent _ destroy. C. Retain. D. Destroy _ protect. destroy. Question 24. How can you override default backend configurations during initialization? A. Using backend config. B. Setting environment variables. C. Modifying variables.tf. D. Overriding Terraform. TF state. Answer. A. Using backend config. Question 25. What does a provisioner block do? A. Manages dependencies. B. Executes scripts on resources after creation. C. Sets variable values. D. Defines backend settings. Answer. B. Executes scripts on resources after creation. Question 26. Which of the following is not a valid backend for Terraform state? A. AWS S3. B. Kubernetes. C. Azure Blob Storage. D. MySQL. Answer. D. MySQL. Question 27. How do you ensure that a particular resource is created only if a condition is met? A. Using depends_on. B. Using count with a conditional expression. C. By setting enable equals true. D. By using if statements in the configuration. Answer. B. Using count with a conditional expression. Question 28. What happens if a Terraform module does not explicitly define its required providers? A. Terraform will use the default provider for all resources. B. Terraform will throw an error during Terraform apply. C. Terraform will attempt to guess the required providers. D. Terraform will prompt the user to configure providers. Answer. A Terraform will use the default provider for all resources. Question 29. What type of file is Terraform? Lock.hcl. A. State file backup. B. Provider dependency lock file. C. Resource dependency lock file. D. A temporary log file. Answer. B. Provider dependency lock file. Question 30. Which of the following is a valid way to reference a module's outputs? A. Module. B. Output. C. Var. D. Data. Answer. A. Module. Question 31. What does the Terraform destroy command do? A. Removes resources from the state file only. B. Deletes all managed resources. C. Only deletes the Terraform configuration files. D. Deletes the backend configuration. Answer. B. Deletes all managed resources. Question 32. Which command allows importing existing infrastructure into Terraform? A. Terraform pull. B. Terraform import. C. Terraform sync. D. Terraform migrate. Answer. B. Terraform import. Question 33. How can you provide credentials securely to Terraform? A. Hardcoding them in the configuration file. B. Using environment variables. C. Storing them in Terraform. TF state. D. Adding them to the backend block. Answer. B. Using environment variables. Question 34. Which attribute would you use to create dynamic blocks in Terraform? A. Dynamic. B. Template. C. Block. D. Repeat. Answer. A. Dynamic. Question 35. How does Terraform handle version upgrades for resources? A. Automatically updates all resources. B. Requires manual Terraform plan and Terraform apply steps. C. Automatically updates the state file. D. Rolls back resources to the previous version. Answer. B. Requires manual Terraform plan and Terraform apply steps. Question 36. What does Terraform FMT do? A. Formats the state file. B. Formats Terraform configuration files. C. Optimizes resource deployment. D. Updates providers to the latest version. Answer. B. Formats Terraform configuration files. Question 37. How can you share outputs from one Terraform workspace to another? A. Using Terraform output. B. Storing outputs in a shared backend. C. Using the data block. D. Workspaces cannot share outputs. Answer. B. Storing outputs in a shared backend. Question 38. What is the default name of a Terraform workspace? A. Default. B. Main. C. Production. D. Workspace 1. Answer. A. Default. Question 39. Which of the following is not a valid Terraform data source? A. Oz_Amy. B. Azure_resource_group. C. Google_compute_instance. D. Resource_dependency. Answer. D. Resource_dependency. Question 40. How can you remove unused resources from your configuration without deleting them? A. Terraform refresh. B. Terraform state C. Terraform remove. D. Terraform plan exclude. Answer. B. Terraform state Question 41. What does the Terraform state list command do? A. Lists all the Terraform state files. B. Lists all the resources managed by Terraform. C. Lists all available providers. D. Lists all existing modules. Answer. B. Lists all the resources managed by Terraform. Question 42. How do you specify a required minimum Terraform version? A. Version.tf file. B. Terraform required_version equals. C. Using the Terraform_version variable. D. Specifying the version in the state file. Answer. B. Terraform required_version equals. Question 43. What is the purpose of the lifecycle block in a resource? A. Define custom provider settings. B. Configure the behavior of resource creation, updates, or deletion. C. Modify output variables. D. Set the maximum lifetime of a resource. Answer. B. Configure the behavior of resource creation, updates, or deletion. Question 44. Which command would you use to remove all local Terraform state files? A. Terraform reset. B. Terraform clean. C. Terraform. TF state asterisk. D. Terraform remove state. Answer. C. Terraform. TF state asterisk. Question 45. How do you resolve a conflict between the local and remote state? A. Use Terraform override. B. Run Terraform refresh. C. Use Terraform state pull. D. Use Terraform state push. Terraform state push. Question 46. What is the primary purpose of the backend block? A. To define where Terraform state is stored. B. To configure Terraform providers. C. To define input variables. D. To manage resource dependencies. Answer. A. To define where Terraform state is stored. Question 47. Which of the following is not supported as an input variable type? A. String. B. Number. C. Binary. D. Map. Answer. C. Binary. Question 48. How can you limit the concurrency of resource creation in Terraform? A. By setting parallelism during Terraform apply. B. By configuring depends_on for every resource. C. By using rate_limit in the provider block. D. Terraform does not support concurrency control. Answer. A. By setting parallelism during Terraform apply. Question 49. What does the Terraform workspace delete command do? A. Deletes the current workspace and all resources. B. Deletes the specified workspace but retains state files. C. Deletes only unused workspaces. D. Deletes the state file associated with the workspace. Answer. B. Deletes the specified workspace but retains state files. Question 50. What is the main difference between count and for _each in Terraform? A. Count supports only numeric values, while for _each supports maps and sets. B. Count is for dynamic blocks, and for _each is for modules. C. Count supports unique keys, while for _each does not. D. Count is deprecated in favor of for _each. Answer. A. Count supports only numeric values, while for _each supports maps and sets.